Hi, everybody. Welcome this morning. I'm Holly Clear with the Social Media Advisor, and I am excited to introduce to you a dear friend and power partner of mine, and her name is Nikki. Welcome, Nikki.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nikki Goethals, and I am the owner of the Marvel Marketing Squad. We are the superhero of your small business, and I'm super excited to be here with Holly today, who I love, and adore.
Oh, I love you too. I have a feeling we're going to do lots of hearts today.
Her heart was better than mine.
Yay! You did it. So I was really excited about our icebreaker question today because of the fact that it really plays into your brand and your marketing. And so the question is, please share your favorite superhero and why.
Well, naturally, because I'm a big geek and I have massive love for the superhero, my answer won't be traditional. And most people probably won't even know who I'm talking about. But I have been a huge X-Men fan for as long as I can remember, since I was little. And my absolute favorite X-Man is Gambit. Mostly because he's that whole ex-con turned X-Men good guy, really vulnerable, always working on that redemption piece for his past, and just really lovable and sexy and sassy and good looking, and it appeals to me. Plus, he's dated Rogue, who is my favorite female X-Man, so good standing.
Well, and I had remembered that part, but I didn't know that about the male superhero. That's awesome. Pictures. So let's talk a little bit more about Marvel. Obviously the superhero for marketing and the core foundation. How did you get established? When did that happen? And who is really the ideal company that you work with?
I've been in corporate marketing for ages, and I was doing copywriting, freelancing on the side. And then, I was working temporary at a marketing position for a construction firm who didn't really need a full-time marketing person. So they let me go, but they let me go right around summertime. So it was like, I'm a single mom with 3 kids. So instead of paying for childcare for the summer, I'll just hang out with my kids for the summer. And then midsummer, I see this post online from a certain Holly Clear who's like, I need help doing this work. Is anybody out there who can help me? And I'm like, I'm just sitting around twiddling my thumbs, right? I'll help you. And then she just kept giving me more work. And as I get that accomplished and she'd realize my skill set, she'd give me more work. And then suddenly she'd go around talking about what all I could do with her network. And suddenly the work was just flooding in. And here we are today. For the first time ever. This is my first real entrepreneur venture, so to speak, because I've always worked corporate. And it's been a lot of fun. A little overwhelming at times, but a lot of fun.
I personally have to just add to that you're an amazing asset to our team, and your gifts are just phenomenal. And your means of communication, your talent with the art and graphics that you put together, and the way you are able to just look at content and edit content in such a beautiful way. So much talent. We actually met years ago through Girl Scouts of Colorado, and you were the head of communications for the Smoky Hill Service Unit, which hands down is one of the most impressive things, first and foremost, to be that organized, to keep track of how many schools?
It's 8 elementary schools and the middle and high schools they feed into. Plus, I'm a trainer for all of mostly the metro area. So I'm a trained trainer with Girl Scouts, and I'm a recruiter. So I've been doing recruiting for about 8 years. So I do a lot with them. Plus I'm a troop leader.
Well, yeah. And plus you are the head of communication. That's over 500 kids within a school district area for the unit that run cookies, run small businesses, teach badges, talk about leadership and equipping people with the gifts and talents that they don't realize that they have. You are just a living, breathing example of what that looks like. And so you forming Marvel Marketing was definitely like the perfect fit for you, because you can live and breathe as a leader in your community as well as a leader in the business world. And so that is one of the reasons why you are a shining star as far as somebody for me to introduce, because of the fact that you're multi-talented, and you've really honed in on the skills that you have and the gifts that you have, and you really truly do know who that's a good fit for. And yeah, so that's awesome. I've seen some of the projects that you've been able to work. Obviously, I introduce you to all sorts of people everywhere. But I've seen and noticed that for the most part, people who are in the marketing fields are a great fit for you, or small business owners.
The two big ones are actually social media managers who need help getting that content work off of their plate so that they can work on the strategy and really help small businesses and entrepreneurs be strategic with their social and their content. And web designers, believe it or not, because a lot of them end up hiring on clients who aren't comfortable creating their own copy and content for their websites. And so they bring me in as a partner to help create the content for them so they can get the website live and published faster. A lot of people aren't comfortable creating their own content. And I really believe in the power of digital communication and incorporating your brand into your content. If you're just hiring random copywriters who don't understand anything about marketing or branding, you might get some excellent copy, but is it tied into you and your voice and what you do and the brand you're trying to project? And that's the real disconnect that a lot of companies run into.
So very true. I find in a lot of cases where I'm doing a consult with a client, they found value in buckets of content. So, like, for example, an P&C insurance company might outsource for a really low fee the same kind of bucket of content that all the other P&C insurance people are resourcing from. So none of them have anything original.
And where there's quality standout content,
yes.
How do you gain that permission-based marketing that you need to grow your list and grow your audience?
Exactly. And that's the thing. That's the most beautiful aspect about the work that we get to do together, is that personal brand, that personal message into information that the audience would really want to see if they're going to follow a page.
Because how many of us are walking around going, man, that insurance company, their content's spot on. I can't wait to see their next post, right? And that's really what you want to aim for. So if you're just buying,
oh my gosh,
consistent, you're not getting that.
It's so true. There is nothing a home and auto insurance company will share that I find interesting, ever, unless there is an interesting perspective to that organization. And people talk all the time about, oh, who do you work best with? Oh, people who have skin. Well, I can't think of a lot of people that don't. So let's be a little bit more specific about your passion message. And I think that's the thing, is when you're able to capture that passion message and put it into the branding, you're really talking to a very specific audience. You have to know your niche in order to do any kind of marketing. You're not just throwing spaghetti at the wall, but in this particular case, when you have strategy, you're able to put your branding behind it, you're able to put that passion message behind it. And that's absolutely things that you're able to capture for these social media managers, for these marketing people, for my company as well, and supporting our clients, that is the key differentiator. Anybody can pull from a myriad of blogs out there talking about all the same stuff. But when you own up and man up and this is your brand and your marketing and your message, the attention to your clients and what they're wanting to receive really drastically changes.
Yep, absolutely. Because you're wanting to build that tribe that will then convert into brand advocates who will then go out and do a lot of your marketing for you. And that should really be the end goal.
Yes. Yes. Oh, I love talking about this stuff. Okay, so let's shift gears just a smidge. Let's talk about, so being a business owner, there's a lot of challenges that can come your way. And so in the life cycle of being this business owner, what is a struggle that you have had to overcome that you might be able to share with the audience so that they can maybe overcome that with flying colors, just from your advice?
I'm a bit of a unique aspect in this, because it was really whole cart before we got started thing, right? So I found myself scrambling to figure out how to be an entrepreneur while doing all of this work. So how do you set up your own business and get trademarked and, the EIN process because I'd had one before for something else, and like all of those little things. You're like, I've got work to do. I don't have time to set. So my struggle was, and still is to this point, is bringing on enough team members, support, my squad, so that I can actually work on my business instead of just doing the work all the time. I love to do the work, and it's easy for me to get caught up in it, but it's like I also have to be a business owner. And so learning how to do that has been a slow process.
But it is valuable, and it's one of those things that it takes you from creating a job to creating a business.
Right.
And because anyone can create a job, it's just a matter of if you want a sustainable business that's going to grow as your clients grow, as your squad grows, then you have to have these foundational pieces in place.
And there's definitely a need for what I do. So I haven't had to do much of my own marketing. Word of mouth has been awesome. So there's a definite need for the service that I provide. So then it's trying to find that balance of having a successful business that can grow, while getting all of the work done, and learning to say no sometimes. Sometimes you have to go, we're not a great fit. I don't really have a lot of free time. Let me recommend you to someone else. Like I had somebody the other day asking me about social media training. I'm like, I'm not in the training business. As someone who is, and I gave them your information.
But that's how this whole entire network works. If we really hone in on our niche and the things that we're great at, then we can refer to each other. And that's where there's a lot of collaboration and co-opetition, not necessarily competition. We're able to work together for the end main goal for the client. And that's what's so beautiful about all of this.
Right. Yeah. So supporting each other, not constantly being afraid that we're in competition, right?
Yes, there's ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your top 3 services. What are the 3 most popular things that you get asked for as far as support for your services?
Creating content, and that can look like a lot of different things, but content creation is absolutely our number one service. So that includes blogging and copywriting. So blogs, articles, ebooks, websites, anywhere where you need copy. It includes social media content. So both curating, which means finding resources on the web that match your brand and message, and creating for you. So creating branded images, branded content, infographic, blogs, which are content. So between blogging and social media, and then probably email newsletters, which is another bit of content, right? So designing an email newsletter and getting it ready to go once or twice a month so that people are still filling their funnel and providing good content to that funnel.
I love it. Yes. Those 3 services are my favorite. Obviously, you've got a list of different services on your website, and I will be sharing your website near the end of this live broadcast, mostly because it's sparkly and new, and I don't want people to jump off of this to go to that yet, but then they can spend as much time as they'd like in there. So I'm really excited to share that with everybody.
The website, there's going to be a lot more content added to it soon, but I'm just glad that we've got something up there, and it's pretty.
It is pretty. So pretty. Okay, so if I was a small business owner or a marketing person, what do you feel would be the best values that you could provide as far as time saving to grow my business this year just by incorporating the Marvel Marketing Squad?
Well, obviously what we do, being the superhero of your small business, is we take that stuff off of your plate. Most small business owners don't get into business to spend all their time marketing themselves and creating content. And since we live in a permission-based marketing world, creating content has become so important. So when you think about it, we throw out our direct mail or junk mail. Junk email goes to the spam folder. We fast forward through commercials. All of the traditional ways of advertising and marketing yourselves, we no longer pay attention to. So the only way that you're going to reach your audience is by creating content that gets their attention, engages them, and encourages them to, like, comment, and share your things. So content, but who's got time to sit around and create content all day? You've got projects to do, you've got phone calls to make, you've got meetings to go to. And so what you need is somebody who can take that piece off your plate, who you can trust will know your brand inside and out and be able to share your message and your vision and your values while you're out, growing your business.
Yes. Hands down, yes.
That's what I discovered with a lot of my clients is what ended up happening was they weren't really sure about the budget in the beginning or letting go of the work in the beginning. And they almost immediately came back within 3 months and said, I've been able to bring on so much new business because I hired you, because you freed the time up to be able to go out there and network and market and, do proposals and meet people.
Yes, absolutely. And it takes taking that step. It is a big step to take, but you will see fruit, and it is very quick, and you will be growing because you're not doing the task anymore. You've given that to a team that specializes in that. So now you can really focus on getting out there, building those relationships, and selling those opportunities.
Right.
So that brings me to you as far as what is something you're going to be doing this year to reach some of your personal and professional goals?
I got to finish the website. So that's up there, right? And bring on more members. I am actually doing a small training. My mother owns a spiritual center in Littleton. So she's got some spiritual leader friends who are just getting started owning their own businesses and don't have the budget to really go and do anything massive. And so I will be showing them how to create content and get out there, right, and start growing their businesses. So those are the things that are on the agenda for this year.
I love that you've always had the heart of mentoring others. That's just who you are. And to know that is a personal goal for you this year as well it just speaks volume to the character of who you are.
Oh, thank you.
So what is the next step we can take with getting to connect with you, getting the opportunity to learn more about if you are a good fit for someone's services? What is the next step for Nikki?
I would encourage you to go visit the spanking new pretty website, and all of my social media channels are on the bottom of the first page. So connect on whichever sandboxes you play in. And you can contact me from there as well if you'd like to find out more information about a content or creating, a content plan for your company.
Yes, and you'll see the website is listed now, marvelmarketingsquad.com. And when the live video is complete, whether you're watching it on Facebook or YouTube, we will be sharing all of the different social links you can connect to her in all of these different places. I will tell you she is active and engages in every single one of them. So you will want to make sure that you connect in all the places where you do have a presence. And it is marvelmarketingsquad.com. Totally straightforward, exactly. She provides the services exactly as she states. She is your superhero business along with her team that provides the marketing support and services that you need to succeed and grow your business. Thank you, Nikki. I am so grateful to have gotten to share you today with my network of people and with the interwebs of the world. And you guys definitely connect with her. She's got a wealth of knowledge and experience, and it is worth the time. She is a part of the social media advisor team. They do provide very specific services for our clients, and it's just so awesome to be able to share her knowledge, her voice with you guys. So check them out, marvelmarketingsquad.com. Ask for Nikki, and make it a great day. You have to be awesome. Love you, lady.
Thanks,
everyone.
Justin Timberlake hashtag video again.
Bye. Okay, hang tight.